Hello, everybody. Happy Friday. My name is Jessie Terrian. I'm an independent demonstrator for the company Stampin' Up. I'm located in sunny Las Vegas, and in my craft room, we do all things paper craft. I swear I turned that off. At least I know you can hear me, right? Hey, Pam, welcome in. How you doing? Hey, Sherry. Hello, hello. How's everybody doing? Happy Friday. Okay, I have a card making adventure for us today. Let me explain myself. So, Sherry showed me a picture of a card and said, "Have you ever done this before? I don't know the name or anything about it." And I was like, "Challenge accepted, bestie. I'm going to try to do it." So then she found the name, which is a twin flap panel, right? No, twin flap. Oh, what's the name of that word? It's not a panel, and that's what I keep saying. It's in the description. A twin flap something card. Okay? I don't know. Who knows? Anyone? Sherry, you know. Tell me. I can't remember stuff anymore. I'm done. One thing is, after we do the card tonight, my besties that are interested, if you're just here for the card making, got you. Have a great weekend and just you can scoot out. But for everybody who's interested, who kind of follows my life online, I'm going to give you some updates and some information after the live. So you'll understand why I'm a little weird right now. Okay, so I tried to make a version of that card. So when you open it, isn't that cute? You've got, ooh, you've got like a gatefold situation. And when it opens, it's got a whole little moment there. We are using the Silly Old Bear suite tonight, which I am obsessed with this, and I will show you all the things when we get down. Now, here's the problem. If you haven't already noticed, it is definitely bigger than an A2 size. And that is because um, I didn't have the measurements. I was just trying to figure it out. And then when I watched the video of how to do it, the lady is in England and they have way bigger card sizes. So tonight we're going to be making it into an A2 size card. So we'll have to change a few things because the panels won't be as big to do what I did on the example card. Now you could totally make a bigger one and make your own envelope, but I do like to try to keep it in the A2 size format because everybody already has the envelopes and people are more comfortable with that, and our mail system is more cheaper to like mail the A2 size and all that good stuff. Thank you, Sherry. Did I do it justice? I tried. Hey, Tammy, welcome in. There you go. Screen. How did I not remember that word? Twin flap screen card. It's a tongue twister. Man, I got issues, okay? I got issues. I'm going to flip down. I'm going to stop being weird at some point. We don't know when. All right. I'm going to show you the paper first because I am low-key obsessed with this. Now, you get 2 sheets of each. This is a brand new pack. I bought 3 packs of this already. I'm obsessed. Um, Actually, before I flip through all the papers, I'm going to show you everything you get. So, in the suite retails for $130. You're getting 2 stamp sets, 2 die sets, paper, and this embossing folder of the 100-acre woods. Isn't that adorable? So cute, and it's big. It's one of our big ones, okay? So you get that. You get 2 stamp sets. So you get the characters, Winnie the Pooh and all his friends, and then you can cut them out, stamp them, cut them out. It's got extra scene setter pieces, and it's got special pieces that you can cut out, like the honeycomb and the honey pot and leaves and different things. Love. So detailed. Everything is really detailed. Then you get these little babies, the sweet words and labels. I love this set. You know, I'm a sucker for anything, first of all, that's kind of graduated, right? So this has graduated labels. They're very detailed. It cuts little hearts out of some of them and things like that. Obsessed. It's so big, it took me 2 pieces of Magna card to store it all. So you get quite a bit. You're not seeing the leaves, the acorns, and the longer pieces from me flipping it. So you get a ton. Well worth it. Even if you're not a Winnie the Pooh fan, this set right here, you can bundle it. Very good. It's got really sweet sayings. And then you can stamp, and then these coordinate with some of the dies. You can cut them out, okay? And then, of course, you get the paper. So this paper, a couple things. For my girls that do not like to color, I know. Can you believe it? Some people don't, though. And so I like to show you things where you can get around it. This is one of those sets, okay? So if you get the paper, the sheet that has, hold on, it's one piece, the sky on the back, most of this can be cut out with the dies. So you could take like each piece, you could cut out Tigger, cut out Eeyore, cut out Winnie the Pooh. It even has one where it's Winnie the Pooh and Piglet walking together. Okay, these all line up. I tried it. I cut them out. We're going to use them later on in another card, but it works. So there's that. But let's say you didn't have any more of that paper and they don't offer it anymore. You could just stamp the images in black. Like this is in Pumpkin Pie, Tigger. This is in the new Hydrangea Hue color. Okay. The new, what is it? Golden Glow? What is that name? I haven't learned them yet. Golden Glow. I did learn it. I knew it. That's the perfect Winnie the Pooh color, in my opinion, right? So you can just stamp them on the correct color paper and cut them out. Oh my gosh, saves so much time, looks phenomenal. I'm really excited about this set. Can you tell? So, all right, we'll flip through real quick. So you've got the characters on one side and then the sky pattern on the other. Cute for layering, cutting everything out. Then you have more characters that you could fussy cut these out. They're little scenes and things. And then pink gingham. I needed that in my life. It's going to be really hard though to use the gingham and cut up the bears. I'm just saying. I love this. So you have little scenes, little storybook scenes that you can cut out and use in layers and things. And you could even for card making, I know sometimes you guys go, oh, that's too big for a card. Most of these would be on a card front, right? You might have to trim them down a little bit, but really cute. I could imagine doing a flip book for maybe your grandchild or a little kid, you know? Very cute. Loving. So then we have a pattern with the characters in blue or hydrangea hue. And look at this, guys. Adorable scenes. And then they coordinate with the label dies and you can cut them out. And we're going to use one of those today to do the front of our belly band. And then on the back of that is this great striped paper, which I'm obsessed with, but you know I'm not cutting up these. So then we have some 100 Acre Woods paper. We've got little, if you look in it, it's like a Where's Waldo? It's got little Winnie the Poohs climbing in the tree to get the honey. Super cute. And then the map of the 100 Acre Woods on the back. Love that. Then we have more characters. So a pack of this paper you could do a ton with. Pair it with the new in colors. So if you get this, or even if you just get a pack of paper, I would suggest at least getting the a pack of the new in color cardstock that's mixed so that you would have it to make card bases and layers and things like that, and it would coordinate. Okay, and then on the back of that one, a really sweet star design. I'm obsessed with this. It's so hard this time because every side I'm obsessed with, you know? It's so hard to cut those cute characters up. I don't know if I could do it. So that's what I'm telling you. All right, what do we think? Are we in love with it? Hey, Martha, welcome in. How you doing? Happy Friday. All right. Hi, Cheryl. Oh, sorry. That's a bummer. You know, a lot of times on Fridays, everybody gets off work and they jump on to their internet and stuff, and it can make it all wonky. Also, your weather. So that stinks. All right. So here's a close-up of the card. I'm just going to hold the belly band over it. So see, I used one of those little scenes. I cut it out, and then I just used the detailed dies to make some, little fancy. Then we have the 100 acre wood paper for the front panels. When you open it up and kind of pinch it together a little bit, you have the screen panels. And then these little flip downs. And I even left room to write because I realized it would be hard to write or put anything on the back because that's emotion, right? So you want to leave one of these inside panels for your writing or your sentiment or something like that. And then I have a little sentiment up here and some more of those cute acorns. And I even on this one, I took one of the scenes and I cut it in half and I fit it in there. So it's like extending the scene, and I have all my little friends on a piece of window sheet. Okay, so let's get to work. Let's figure out our lives and get this done. Now, I'm going to scooch a little bit. I could not upload the pictorial because my cloud was not updating for some reason, so I couldn't get it from my tablet to my laptop. But right after the live, I will post it. If you're joining me from YouTube, welcome. I will have the measurements and the picture layout in linked below in the description section. So that's where you're going to find it if you're one of my YouTube friends. Okay, so I pre-did our lives because we are kind of figuring it out. It's very easy though, and I'm going to talk you through this first part. To make the card base, you're going to want to cut a piece of cardstock at 5.5 by 4, okay? And then you're going to score it every inch. So 1 inch, 2 inch, 3 inch. Very simple. All right, it's a little bit skinnier than our typical A2 size, but it's going to fit in the envelope fine. And I figured it was easier than making you do eighths and things like that. Oh Lord, the guy with the bass is back. It's so funny to me that you guys can't hear it because all my windows are like All right, so now you are going to take two side panels, and you're going to cut those at 2.25 by 5.5. Okay? The thing you need to remember about this is you're going to want to score each piece at 1/4 of an inch, then turn it so that the score is down along the bottom, and you're going to score in at 1.5 inches. Okay? And you're going to do that twice. So you're going to score in at 1/4, turn once, and then 1.5. Now, I want you to take your snips and I want you to cut on your score line where it intersects and just cut out this notch. Okay, like that. Now you can, let me see how I want to do this. We're going to fold it up. Get your bone folder. And don't worry, we're going to do this again. And leave that up for just a minute. Don't fold it down. So this is this side of our card. It's going to close like that. Now we're going to take this piece, we're going to fold it, or we're going to cut it first. Sorry. So you're going to go to the cross. Can you see that? And then you're going to just cut that top little notch out. We don't need it. It'll just bulk us down and get in the way. So just get that out of there. And then we're going to fold it up again. Okay. You want to make sure that you flip the other one so that these up pieces are going to go like this. Okay. Does that make sense? Does anyone have any questions? Do you need me to explain it again? That's what I need to know. Let's see. Okay, I think we're good. But if you need me to explain it again, just throw it in the comments. All right, we're going to take this, we're going to fold it as a mountain in the middle. So on the 2-inch score line. Then the ends, we're going to fold valley. Okay, so it's valley, mountain, valley. And you can give it a little crease down if you want, just so that you get those nice edges. Then pull it back out. Now, I'm going to take some glue. And I need to pull in a piece of the window sheet. And I cut this at 1 inch wide by 5 inches. Okay. And you're going to score it at 1/2 inch inward on each side. I know it's hard to see. So I just scored it. So this piece right here in the middle is 4 inches, which is the same size as our panel. You're going to fold those back and give them a good crease down with your bone folder. Okay. And now we're going to secure this in a minute like that. All right. When the card opens and you kind of pinch it inward, it's going to just leave an arc for the characters we glue on so that they kind of pop up. They pop off the page. And that's what that's for. But before we do this, I just want to glue some of my DSP down. So really easy. I just cut panels and I'm going to try, because this paper is so cute, to do a continuous picture, but if it doesn't happen, we won't tell anybody. Does that look right? No, maybe this piece needs to go here. Yeah, we did it. All right. Dun, 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 dun. Anyone? Dora? Dora the Explorer? Do they even have that show anymore? I'm so out of it. I don't know. Okay, and we're just going to lay these down. Very easy. Like that. I gotta make sure. Yeah, I got it. You know, figure since I did the thing where I'm matching it, I might as well keep them all going the same direction because we all know If you know, you know. And if you're just joining me for the first time, welcome in, bestie. Okay, so how's everybody doing? What are we doing this weekend? Have I even asked you? God, I'm so rude. I care. Trust me, I care. I got a lot going on right now, and sometimes, in life we get caught up in our own stuff, and I hate that. I don't want to be self-absorbed, but this time I have a good reason. I have a good reason. So. And no, it's not retreat stuff. Although that does consume a lot of my time. Okay, so we got our little screen scene going. Now I'm going to glue this on. So I'm just going to put a little glue in those little flaps we created. And because my characters are walking, I'm going to put mine towards the bottom. But it's up to you. And if you use a different set, like if you're using a butterfly, you might want it to be up at the top, and that's perfectly fine. You put it where it makes sense for the composition of your card, you know? But because my characters are kind of like walking across the forest or whatever, I just felt like it was the move. Okay. So try to get it straight. And you got to give it a minute to kind of set up. While that's doing its thing, I think I'm going to work on these before I glue them in place because I have to figure out what I'm putting on the inside panels. And this is where we're doing our own card making adventure. These are my front. So I have a mat and then I have the 100 Acre Woods. I'm obsessed with this. So we're going to do that. This is the sentiment for the inside of the card. And I think I'm going to put it towards the bottom because that's going to kind of cover it a little bit, which I'm not mad at. And I like that you can see the detail on this. So I'm not going to put a paper behind that one, but we definitely need something over here. So let me grab my open paper pack that I've cut into, and we'll see what we got. Now, what I did on the example card, oops, is and see, here's some of the papers I was cutting out the bears and things. Like, how cute is that? All right. Well, these have a shape. I really don't want to do those. I think I am going to do another scene. I just really like the way that looked. So let me find it. Trying to see what I got. Aha, here we go. I'm going to take that. We're just going to play. Sometimes I have everything so pre-done for us that I forget that maybe you'd enjoy to see the process I go through. I'm just trying to get everything done and not look like an idiot on the internet, as one can do. Oh, who, me? Never. Okay, so this is a tiny piece. I think we're going to use that right off the bat and just see. Now, I'm just going to kind of cut it out first and then we'll figure out our life. Oh no, I don't want to rip it. Okay, I didn't go all the way. No problem. Sometimes I just go, and then that was a mistake. Um, oh, the plastic envelopes. Is that what you're talking about, Sherry? They're from, they're just 12 by 12 paper holders, and you get them at Hobby Lobby, and you can get them in like a single one for um 99 cents or a bulk of 10 for like 8.99, something like that. And they're just 12 by 12 paper organizers is what they are. And I they are the move. Did you see how all that paper, like I could cut it up, it's not falling all over. I'm not frustrated. I'm not making a mess everywhere every time I go to try to find something. It's the move, let me tell you. I am really, 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 really loving them. Okay, so I'm going to trim this down. It's a 2 inch. Like this. I might need to trim a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, just a smidge. What's that? A 16th of an inch off. So you do the math. I don't know. Here we go. So I'm going to put this in here like that. We figured out our lives, guys. I feel good about this. I was really stressing this card hard. Like, you have no idea. I have no idea why. Because it was not, I've never done it where I haven't had a perfect example to show you. You know what I mean? Where I'm like, well, we're just going to wing it. Good luck, everybody else. But I have confidence in my abilities. I think we're going to be okay. Okay. Now, I'm not folding that down yet. And the reason why, let me tell you, is because when I was gluing the sides, it kept getting in the way. I got very frustrated. So I'm trying to help you not to be like me, besties. You know what I'm saying? I can't tell you how many times I'll be sitting here singing me some Jelly Roll. I am not okay. All the time. Oh, I think James waits to listen to if I'm singing or not. If I am, he's like, okay, I'm not going in there right now. Oh. Okay, so now we're going to put some glue on that 1/4 of an inch. Like so. We're going to come to the side and we're going to line up the bottom of your panel with the bottom of the side flap. Okay, close it, kind of look at it, wiggle it in place if you need to. All right, flip it over. Now you have that thick piece of window sheet, so it's going to want to be a bugger. Don't let it get you, bestie. Just hold on. You're going to be okay. Intermission. Okay, now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. And be very careful not to get glue in here. All right. So again, I lay that flap flat. I get that top piece out of the way. I'm lining up the bottoms and pushing it in place, folding it down to make sure. Now, this is a little bit like you can see inside. I'm not mad at it, but if that drives you crazy, give it a good quarter extra inch just so it overflaps a little bit, overlaps, and it'll work. I didn't want to have it be crazy out of whack, but you got to remember you have that window sheet there that's going to have extra cardstock from whatever you're putting on it, and it's got a little bow to it. So, there's extra room there that when something is paper is flat and perfect and you measure it, it seems fine. And then you put it together and you go, "Oh, shoot, there's a gap." But you're going to have a big belly band with a something in the front, so you really don't notice it. Okay? Sorry. I'm just trying to fill time while my glue dries. This is the kind of day we're having. Okay. Now let's get it going here. Try to hold that into place a little bit better. Now, actually, these go on the inside, Jesse. Open your card up. Let's fold these down. See how cute that is? Now I'm going to crease them. Get a good crease so they will pop up a little bit. If you don't want them to pop up, you can always put something to keep them down. But depending on what the composition of your card is, you may want to get a punch on these, round them, do whatever, make them a little bit decorative. If they're kind of catching, you could trim that down a little with your snips. So those are just problem shooting if you run into that while you're making this card. Don't panic, just what do you need to do to fix it kind of thing. You know what I mean? A little tweak, a little adjust. So I'm going to mat my DSP. And don't worry, we're not done with those flaps yet. I just want to kind of let these sit and dry. So what's everybody having for dinner? We're having bolognese spaghetti. My family was out there making it. Smells delicious. Making me hungry. Okay, so we got the front panels. Put that out of the way for a minute. We got our little people. I've got these little pieces right here. Now my thought process for this was to kind of just mat these and layer with some of these really cute. Now, obviously, these are too big. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue them down and I'm just going to trim, or you could fold it around and then glue it down. It's up to you. That might be a little bulky. That's my only concern. Here we go. Now, it would be really cute if you had words, embellishments. What do you want to put on these little flaps? Is the question. Oh, Deuteronomy. What did I do with my scissors, guys? Oh, they're over here. Okay, there's one. Get the other one. I love these. Oh my goodness. When my first two children were born, they were both Winnie the Pooh and teddy bear kids. And actually, all three of them. I have a thing for teddy bears. I love teddy bears. I think one of the last toys my mom ever bought me, and I was an adult, but was a Christmas bear with the date. I still have it, by the way. So I have a little collection of teddy bears. They're just so cute. How can you not? Okay, so we're gonna put these here. I think I'm gonna stamp before I put them on. This is going really well, by the way, just in case you were wondering, like, I wasn't really sure. I was like, oh, it's either going to be a hot mess express kind of a night or we're going to get our lives together, guys. Nobody knows. Nobody knows. We don't know until we know, right? Oh, okay. I just think this is so cute. Oh, bother. Then over here, I'm going to put the leaves and things that I cut out. So I'll do that. And have some semblance of the card we did earlier. Okay. All right, and a leaf. Just doing the inside out today, which is very unusual, right? We always do the outside and then do the inside, but big old oak leaf. My gosh, I knew a floral fauna, whatever they call that. I knew what that was for once in my life. That was exciting, guys. Normally I'm like, I don't know. Is it a ficus? Oh, I guess maybe it's not so hard since there's acorns. I don't know. I think it goes like this. And little dot. Little dot, not a lot. Oh, super cute. What do you guys think? Are you obsessed with this card so far? Yeah, let me do that. Now, I have to figure out because we don't have as much room to play. I don't think I'll be able to get all the characters in there, but let's see. Let us see what maybe we can. I don't know. No, definitely not. We'll have to remove one. Well, this one I kind of off cut, so that one's, I do like that. Okay. Had to make sure his tail wasn't going to be a problem. A little rumbly tumbly. Super cute. Okay. So there we have that. You can write over here. Now we're going to work on the front. I'm going to let those kind of dry. Okay. Um, just let them dry. I don't want to pop them off. We're doing good today, guys. All right. Let me mat this on here. Oop. Okay. Now, if you make one of these, I want to see how you do it. What do you use? You know what I mean? How do you do your arch, or what are you doing? Okay. So my window card could have just been like just a smidge shorter. It's probably where I scored it. So kind of play with it before you glue it. Make sure that you could do it flat, would be my suggestion. So I just took a 1 inch strip of 1 by 11 cardstock. And we're just gonna belly band to hold that in place. And you don't want it too tight so that the person who's receiving the card can get it back on if they want to. Okay. Wrap it around. And I'm not going to make it tight at all because I don't want to squish the card inside. We're going to put that right on there. See, it's a large focal point, so it kind of hides the fact that it's the way it is. I want to see, do I have a small sentiment that maybe I could put? Let me read this. Old friends are the best friends. Let's try that one. This will be really cute. I feel really bad because this whole suite is only available in the United States, so we're very lucky. For copyright reasons, I believe other countries couldn't get it. I don't want to. Okay, it's a little close, but it looks good. Kind of like the storybook moment going on. I'm not mad at it. Okay. All right, super cute. Let's see, do we want some of these? You could bling it up. What do we think? Cute? Really kind of digging it. And you could put some gems for sure. One there. Okay, so here's the card. And then you just slide the belly band off. open it up and kind of fluff it. What do we think, guys? Isn't that cute? And it'll stand up real cute. I love. I am obsessed. What do you think? Sorry, I haven't remembered to look. Let's see. Super cute. All right. Oh, good. I'm glad, Sherry. That's really good. So, Martha, you get the two stamp sets, the two die sets, paper, and an embossing folder with this whole suite. And it'll be available the 5th, so Tuesday. All this stuff will be available. And I know it's gonna sell quickly. So let me know, message me if you want me to order it, like be up on it because I do think, I mean, I know they'll restock it, but I know it's going to sell quick, I feel. Now, let me flip up or not. It's not working. Of course, it's not working. Face. There we go. All right, guys. So, what I wanted to, let me just say, anyone who really doesn't follow my journey, you're just here for the card, hi, welcome. And right now, we're just going to be talking about my life and what's going on. And, I like to keep everybody in the know. So that's what we're doing right now. Um, Next week, I'm going to have to take the week off. I will be around. I can certainly place your orders for you. And I'll probably be posting, but the reason I'm not going to be doing lives is because my mom is going in for open heart surgery. And so obviously I need to be there for her and get her through. So Monday she goes in for her surgery. She's having a valve replacement and it's a major surgery. And then she should be in the hospital for anywhere from 4 to 7 days, 8 days, something like that, up to a week. She's going to be in there. And when she gets out, I am moving in with her so that I can help her in the healing process, making sure she has everything she needs and cook for her and, all the things. So I will be at her house for at least a month, maybe longer, but at least a month. And next week, I'm not going to do any lives, but after that, when she's feeling a little better but still needs help, um, I'll be doing lives from her house. So that's cool. And we'll be in a new location. I'm going to pack up my craft room and bring it all with me. And once I can, I'll be getting a lot of work done for retreat and stuff like that. But if you pray or just keep us in your thoughts, um, my mom's my best friend, and we just gotta get her through this, okay? So I don't want to get upset. I don't want to cry. So she's gonna do phenomenal, and we're gonna get it done, and we're gonna move on. And uh, she's many jobs at retreat to do, and she is in charge. So we're just we're gonna take care of it. And that is what's going on. Okay, so if you message me or something and I don't get back to you, I promise there's a good reason, but I should be available. Leave a message, I'll get back to you when I can. And yeah, we're just gonna keep it moving and get it done. So that is what's going on. Oh, Karen's having Jersey Mike's tonight. That sounds yum. My stomach just growled. I think I'm hungry again. Oh no. Thank you, Sherry. I appreciate it. Thank you, Tammy. I really appreciate that. We'll take all the prayers we can get right now. And so, um, you know, it's just one of those things. She needs a tune-up. That's what I told her. So we're just going to get it done. But that's what's going on. And I hadn't talked about it, A, because I didn't want to get emotional, and B, there was a lot of wait time, figuring everything out when it was going to happen and all the things and stuff like that. And so I just, sometimes when I seem really scatterbrained, I mean, I always have a lot going on because that's just me. But there is a reason for it. And, what are you going to do? That's what it is. So, all right, guys, I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to go get on with my weekend, and I have a lot to do to prepare for moving. So, I love you. I appreciate you, and I'll see you in the comments.